Okay, I just want to show you this Major League Baseball opening day data here. But just keep in mind, have some fun with this. Don't take this too seriously because in a large tournament play, my goal is just if you're in line with it or not, is just to put a quarter in the jukebox and see what comes out. I don't expect anything out of it. Out of these daily, scenario lineups, large tournament, tens of thousands of players playing on a site like FanDuel, so that you can possibly win some money into the free contest, as well as I don't recommend, nor myself, go into large investment of funds to get into something, especially not to be probably later on in the season. We'll take it more seriously and get into cash games or 50-50s where we're almost guaranteeing ourselves a good amount of wins. But with this, we're just having at it, having some fun. Put your radio on, or your during the day, probably in transit and traveling during the day, and listening to some games because they're earlier in the day for tomorrow, Thursday, just to listen to some games and to have some fun with opening day. So that's my best recommendation and way to go at it. But I'm showing these players here because there's not a lot of them. There's only 6 players that I'm looking at according to the matchups. I'm showing you the data of the weighted. Charlie Blackmon is the stud here, the one guy looking at playing, and it says has a particular OPS versus Urena. The Miami pitcher, 4 for 12, 333. That's fine and everything, fine and dandy. But you want to focus in on the 960 OPS versus righty. Very good there. All these players are above, in fact, plus 19% in the weighted OPS or on base plus slugging percentage, combination of power and getting on base. So that's what these numbers show. And so that's what Urena is not doing so well at, or at least not in the past 3 years. It's a large sample size of data that you can look off and play off of. And then with the San Francisco guy, Duggar, Eric Lauer, he's 841 OPS versus a lefty, which Duggar is. Cheap price there, 2,400, batting first possibly. Same thing with Gardner, batting first. He's up in alignment. You can't go wrong at 2,700 on FanDuel versus Cashner as 804 OPS versus lefty, which is a lefty there. And a switch hitter for the Cardinals. We throw a switch in there, 5 for 8 in his career even. You can look at that and there it is data and pick up this data through the I'll leave the link in the description so you can pick this up and look at more data, more players, more studs, more sleepers, all that as you just want to go through here. And they're going to add and update more stats and probably unique featured stats, or at least a way of bringing it out on this sheet, or whatever you want to call this program. Once you get access to, you can bring it up on any tablet or device or computer, so you can watch your own players, and then you can go ahead and mix and match a lineup by just pressing Lineup Optimizer, because this is a way to have fun with it. It's not hard. It's not don't make it process hard. Keep it simple like that, and pick a few of your favorite players moving forward with something like this. Okay, so there's my lineup. It looks good and fun to me. There should be a lot of great pitchers out there, of course, on opening day, so should keep the bats low as far as not too many home runs. So we're keeping power down and probably on base down as well. All right, take care. Now have a great time.